We're here at Silver Air headquarters, and today we're going to talk about what actually goes into managing private jets. Silver Air Private Jets, we manage a broad fleet of airplanes. And really what our area of expertise is managing and operating the aircraft for the owner in a very efficient way, and then putting the aircraft in our charter fleet to drive revenue for that owner. There's really three things that we consider when we manage and operate aircraft. Those three things being the crew, the aircraft, and then the operation. The flight crew is so vitally important to the overall success. It's a very close relationship. These crews are operating aircraft that are very, very expensive, and they're tasked with the safe operation of that aircraft as well. It's one of the most critical decisions you can make as an aircraft owner is who's the right crew for me. At Silver Air, we look at, do they have the proper qualifications, certifications, training, do they have the flight time, necessary that we need? Really, once they meet that technical criteria, we really look at culture. Culture for us is really, really important. Do they fit in the culture of Silver Air Private Jets? We're a very kind of hands-on, close-knit organization here, and we want to work with people that kind of have those same values. Once they kind of meet that criteria, we take it a step further. Do they really fit the owner's culture? Every owner has a specific culture they like to surround themselves with, and we want that crew to be an extension of that as well, because they spend so much time with their aircraft owners, flying all over the world with these people, and it's a very close relationship. Every crew that we hire, we assign to a specific aircraft that's owned by a specific individual. And the reason we do that is because when a crew is assigned to an airplane and that's all they do, that's their only job, they tend to take better care of the aircraft, they care more about the owner of the aircraft, they get to know the airplane. I hate to say this, but every airplane has a different personality. Little things about airplanes, if something doesn't boot up correctly, you just cycle a switch somewhere and it works, right? And having the same crew on the airplane all the time, they get to know all those personality traits for the airplane. So that's our approach. Some companies take a different approach and they have a pool of pilots that fly multiple aircraft. We think the best way of doing it is by having the same crew flying the same airplane all the time. Managing an aircraft requires really a tribe of people that all have their areas of expertise. One person doesn't know everything. You have aircraft maintenance experts. You have compliance experts. HR, crewing, just hiring crews and getting the right qualified pilots. It really takes a tribe to properly manage and operate an aircraft. When we look at what goes into the operation side, one of the big things is the airplane itself. And all kinds of things go into operating an aircraft. The airplane needs to be in compliance with federal regulations. It's got to be, on our charter certificate. There's all kinds of other things too. The internet system on the aircraft, all of the database updates. These aircraft, they're ran by computers for the most part, and they have to have updates every 14 or 28 days. When you are considering purchasing an aircraft, it's really, really important that you bring in the experts. And I'm not just talking about the management company. There's the brokers that buy and sell airplanes. Very important to have a really good person on your side for that. Aviation attorneys that can talk to you about the legality, how to own the aircraft, where it should be based, tax strategies around aircraft. At Silver Air, we believe that we should stay in our area of expertise, which is managing and operating private jets. We're not experts on buying and selling airplanes, but we have some really great partners that are just awesome at what they do. They're super transparent, they're honest, they kind of follow our same values. It is a very big purchase, we understand. It's a very critical purchase. So we want our clients to get the benefit of the best expertise they possibly can. The third big category that we work in is the actual operations of the aircraft. Basically, the reason people use private jets is so they can go wherever they want, whenever they want. Our operations, think about it, they're 24/7. We fly all over the planet. We currently manage and operate over 1,000 flights per month. And every single one of those flights is going to a different city at a different time, with a different airplane. Every single one of those flights is a little bit different. It's a very dynamic world that we work in when it comes to operations, and there's a lot that goes into it, and it takes a tribe. And you have our flight support people, we have maintenance to consider, is the flight operation legal? Can we fly to this country legally? And we have to get permits. We've got to get overflight authorizations sometimes, visas. Handling visas for not only for the crew but for passengers. Some areas of the world require visas, some don't. Some are visas on arrival. Like, there's all these things that go on when it comes to the operations side, and we just have to have this high level of expertise to kind of make the mission happen. Flying a private jet is the most expensive thing you can possibly do with your money. It's more expensive than yachts, any high-end car. We don't really take that lightly. Most private jet flyers or people, on social media, and they see the beauty, the luxury, the lifestyle side of it. But the reality is to show that experience and to feel that experience, so much goes into it. What we really want to happen is we want our owners and our customers to step on an airplane and never feel any of it. We could have had weeks and weeks of preparation for a flight that maybe only lasted a couple of hours. But the idea and the goal is to have the customer, the people sitting in the back, to never feel any of that. And that's why customers come to us, because we're just really good at it. Thanks for watching. We created this channel to showcase the behind the scenes of what really goes on in the private jet business. We've got some really cool videos coming out in the near future, including one about the economics of managing and operating a private jet. So thanks again, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss any of the cool videos coming out. Until next time, I'm Jason Middleton with Silver Private Jets. Thanks for watching.